Alrighty, peoples. I believe we are live right now. We're doing a mock draft, and we're doing a mock draft on draft.com. If y'all are unfamiliar with what draft.com is, they are a best ball website. And what you do is, I believe they're pretty much the only website at this point that will have fantasy football mock drafts this early, right? Because it's fucking January 19th right now. And Steven Seamack, where's Fournette going this year? All right, January 14th right now. Sorry, I think this is actually a little bit delayed. What I'm saying is getting to you probably like 10, 15 seconds after. So draft.com is a website where you play best ball, which means you only draft a team. And you don't set your lineup throughout. You only... the website automatically picks the best players and sets them in each week. So you draft a bigger team, right? 18 to 20 players, quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. No kickers, no defense. Thank the Lord. Half PPR. Other settings are pretty standard. So at this point in the offseason, like I said, it's mid-January, so it's not even the offseason yet. It's still during the regular season. We want Nicky Snacks. Tomorrow, if you are joining me for this live stream, if you're joining me on Saturday, January 19th, we are also live streaming again tomorrow for the NFC Championship game. We're setting up at the Contaminated Dungeon over at Animal's place. Myself, Snacks, and Animal will be live streaming for the NFC Championship game. There won't be actual game footage on the screen because YouTube's going to ban my ass if I do that. Anyways, for this mock draft, this is a 10-team mock draft. This is on draft.com. All of these drafts actually aren't mock drafts. They are paid drafts to... they are... real deal fantasy. You out of control. They are paid drafts in which you have to pay to enter. But the cool thing about this website is you can enter a ton of different types of settings and stuff like that. So there are 3 teams, there are 10 teams, 12 teams, 8 teams, as you can see on the screen, 6 teams. There's slow drafts and there's fast drafts. Now, fast drafts are drafts where you have 30 seconds in between picks. That's the ones we're going to be doing today. Slow drafts are like email drafts. So I believe they're 8 hours in between picks. So if you are, say, doing one with your friends, but y'all are not going to be able to get together at any point, or you can't find a time in which you want to do a draft together, you take the 8 hours or whatever. And it's actually pretty good. I did it with my Dynasty League this year. It was pretty gnarly. So we're doing a $1 draft. Maybe next time we'll do a $100 draft. Fuck around and take some dubs on that. So this one is, okay, filled up. Cool. So we got our 10 players in here. Got our 10 full, and I am the 9th pick. The 9th pick should be interesting. The way I'm looking at it this year is it's going to be pretty similar to last year, where we're seeing a lot of running backs early on. And you can see the rankings that they have here, pretty similar to how we had our first round mock draft, myself, Snacks, and Animal, to fade the public mock draft. Gurley at the 1, Saquon Barkley right behind him, and you can see the ADPs here too. So it's cool that, you know, now that fantasy football is getting more and more popular, you know, this stuff becomes relevant so early in the offseason. So we can like start doing this now. And if you guys join draft, if you join draft and you use my promo code BDGE, you will get a free entry into a $3 draft. So go to draft.com/BDGE, use motherfucking BDGE as the promo code. You will get a free entry into it. And since you did so, you can add me as a friend on draft, and you can invite me into drafts, and we could fuck around and draft together throughout the offseason, baby. Also, I will be taking some Q&As and some questions at the end of the video, but I'm just going to talk through my thought analysis as we're going through the actual mock draft today. So Gurley goes off the board at 1. Not a big surprise there. The more I think about it, though, if I have multiple number 1 picks next year, I know I took Gurley in the first mock draft, I'm absolutely going to be diversifying the revenue. We're going to do Gurley. We're going to do some Barkley. And that's probably the only 2 players I would pick at the number 1 spot. So we've had Gurley, Barkley, C-Mac, 1, 2, 3. I'm assuming Zeke's going to go 4. At the 9 spot, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of the top wide receivers fall to me. So some kind of combination between D-Hop, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams maybe. So Kamara actually went before Zeke. That's interesting. I don't want the smoke there. Yo, Nick, does the auto response? Oh, word, my email sent out. I'm in your draft, Mikolos. Oh, you got in the draft? Or are you talking to somebody else? So we've had Zeke, Melvin Gordon. Does the promo code reset from last year? No, I believe you have to sign up with a new account in order to get the promo code. Because the only time you're allowed to put the promo code in is when you sign up with a new account. So if you want to fuck around and sign up with a new account, put the promo code in. I ain't going to be mad at that. Melvin Gordon, DeAndre Hopkins. So I know I took James Conner in the okay, so I wouldn't even have to choose between them. So Devontae Adams is still here. Michael Thomas is still here. Tyreek Hill, Le'Veon Bell, Nick Chubb, and Julio Jones. This is tough for me, man. And I'll be honest, a lot of my analysis is going to come throughout the next few months and stuff. So I'm actually going to go with Julio here, man. I'm going to go with Julio at the 109. I just think he's so safe. 1,400 yards, 80 catches in like 5 straight years. There's no downside to him. And we saw even with Calvin Ridley coming on as his second wide receiver, he's still getting all the targets, right? He led the NFL in targets last year. I think it was like 170 targets. So he had both the Chiefs go off back-to-back picks, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. I like that a lot. It's actually kind of funny because I was looking at, I want to do some consistency rankings for the draft guide next year. I'll probably take a running back here with this second spot, looking at it. Sorry, I'm not taking Le'Veon Bell yet. I just don't know where he's going to land. And very much like Antonio Brown, if it's somewhere outside of Pittsburgh, which obviously it's going to be, outside of Pittsburgh for Bell, then his value is going to go down pretty fiercely. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize Adams was on the board. Honestly, guys, when I do these live mock drafts, I'm more so paying attention to what I'm saying to you than I am like the picks that I make. So I'd rather you just kind of listen to my analysis. It's almost like I'm doing a random analysis on players. That's almost what these videos are. So we started off with Chubb there. I mean, I like Chubb a lot, dude. He's getting 20-plus touches in almost every single game that he's been the starting running back for the Browns. They're going to have new offensive minds. They have Todd Monk in there. Thank the Lord. They'll have a new head coach. Pretty much Freddie Kitchens takes over as the head coach there. Baker's going to be in his second year. Now, I want to talk about Baker for a second. We saw Pat Mahomes go in the second round. That is fucking absurd. The reason you don't take Pat Mahomes in the second round is because his value relative to other quarterbacks, while it is much better and it's a bigger gap than almost every other year in the quarterback position, is not anywhere near the top running backs and wide receivers. I forget what I was saying just before that. Chubb doesn't catch the ball, though. He was starting to catch the ball down the stretch. He was getting more involved in the passing game as the weeks went by. Let me actually move that logo for you. Whip. Juju's an interesting case study this year as well, because Brown's going to be gone. We were looking at some of the Vegas odds yesterday, and we're going to be talking about some of the Vegas odds for free agents next year. Max Maximus? Yeah, you did good about it. You did good with the addition of CJ. Is this... no, that's not... I thought you were Animal. Love T.Y. Hilton late in the third round. If... Jeez, there's just so much new shit to talk about, right? I'm like so excited to talk about 2019 fantasy football already. So, third round, Dalvin Cook, David Johnson, Zach Ertz, Mike Evans, T.Y. Hilton, Keenan Allen, A.J. Green. Dude, T.Y. Hilton's going to be absolutely underrated next year. Late third round, I like George Kittle here a lot. I like Adam Thielen here a lot. Even like Stephon Diggs. Who else do we got down here? These picks are going to go quick. Come on. I like Adam Thielen. I like Adam Thielen. I think he's shown now 2 years in a row that he's obviously the wide receiver to own in Minnesota there. I'm not sure what we're going to see out of the passing attack next year between Kirk and Thielen and Diggs, but I would much rather have Thielen over Diggs. He's still the guy who's going to get more targets, and he's still the guy running from the slot, which for the most part in today's NFL works. So we had Adam Thielen, Amari Cooper, Brandon Cooks. 4th round, this is probably where I'm going to grab Kittle, because Kittle's going to have Jimmy Garoppolo back, guys. Kittle's going to have Jimmy Garoppolo back. Next year is pretty much similar to this year, where you really, 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 really want a solid tight end as a staple of your team, right? They're only going to be maybe 5 solid tight ends altogether in fantasy football. I'm thinking we have Ertz and Kelsey, of course, as the 2 elite. We have George Kittle, who's definitely not far off and will probably make his way into the conversation within a month of next year. I'm actually really excited to see Hunter Henry get back and actually have a full season. I'm intrigued by O.J. Howard. I'm not sure how that offense is going to run with Bruce Arians, because Bruce Arians doesn't, historically use his tight ends that much. Eric Ebron's an interesting case study as well, because they didn't have a second tight end there when they usually run with, a Jack Doyle and an Ebron, and the snaps and the targets and stuff get split. So we'll see where Ebron falls. I really like Njoku next year. Gronk isn't someone I'm even looking at until later in drafts. Like, I think the ADP is probably about correct here at around pick 85, probably between 70 and 85. So when I look at David Njoku and Baker Mayfield, now one of the things that I think we're going to see about Baker Mayfield, I put out a tweet yesterday asking a poll for my followers. I was saying, if you can pick one guy to own in half PPR next year, who would it be? I listed Tyler Lockett. It was actually Tizzy Lockett, Tyler Boyd, or Jarvis Landry. I believe the poll ended up being, and I could check it right now. I don't think I actually looked at the results of the poll, but early poll results were Jarvis Landry ahead. Pick one to own. So Landry at 38% of the votes, Tyler Boyd at 37%, Tyler Lockett at 25%. Landry makes me nervous next year because, and this is going to sound ironic, but Landry makes me nervous because I think Baker is going to be so good. I think Baker is going to be very much like Drew Brees in the sense that he's very accurate and he doesn't force the ball to any one wide receiver. He throws the ball where the open guy is. And I think we're going to see a lot of that from Baker Mayfield. A lot of throws scattered around the field, whether it's to Jarvis, Njoku, Chubb, Duke Johnson, Rashard Higgins, whoever are there. Antonio Callaway is someone that I really like as a late breakout candidate next year. Let me start looking at the other players here on the board. So we're in the 5th round. We're at the 509 spot right now. I should have been looking at some of the players. So we already grabbed our tight end. I'm definitely, in draft leagues, in these best ball leagues, I don't look at quarterbacks until very late. I'll grab 3 quarterbacks usually with the last 2 or 3 picks, and we'll talk about some of my favorite later round quarterback picks when we get there. I kind of like Devonta Freeman this year, especially at the end of the 5th round, because he's going to come back and be the guy there as long as he can stay healthy. So in best ball, you're only going to get him maybe for a few games if he can stay healthy, but they will be upside because Tevin Coleman's going to be gone. I also like Allen Robinson. I probably should have looked a little bit more down the list to see what was going on. I like James White. I didn't even realize he was there, but we'll see how involved James White is next year. Let's see. So Tyler Boyd I like a lot down there. Mike Williams is a guy I definitely like in best ball. See, people taking quarterbacks right now, this is easy money. Easy money. I like Tariq Cohen. So Allen Robinson, the thing with Allen Robinson, I like that he had some really big games this year, and he was banged up, and Trubisky's going to be in his 2nd year in this new offense, so I think they really start turning the corner, even though I don't think he was that good of a quarterback to begin with this year. I like Allen Robinson in the 6th round here. Don't talk about Freeman. Baldwin not falling far. Baldwin's going to fall, I think, pretty late in drafts. I think he really needs to, like, earn back that spot or earn back that that trust from Russell Wilson. And I mean, in terms of being the number one target, because Tyler Lockett was like that big play guy, and Baldwin is great as a possession receiver, and he started scoring touchdowns a little bit towards the end of the year, but he was not the big play guy. He was not the big play threat whatsoever. That was always Tyler Lockett. Where these best ball drafts get interesting is right behind, right before the NFL draft, when they actually start putting the rookie names in here, and you can get rookie running backs for a ridiculously good value. I wonder, where did Darius Geis go in this draft? Oh, no. What the freak, bro? Ah. I want to see where Geis went. Okay, so Geis went in the 5th round, 5-1. I would take Geis at 5-1 all fucking day. Julian Edelman at 5-4 all day. Julian Edelman was unbelievably consistent. I was listening to the Fantasy Footballers podcast yesterday or 2 days ago, their wide receiver Truths episode or whatever. Julian Edelman was like the 4th most consistent wide receiver in the league this year in fantasy. Carson is someone I'm a little bit concerned about taking in best ball drafts this early because I know they're going to try to play Rashad Penny and he's going to work his way into the lineup next year to a pretty large workload, I believe. Jerick McKinnon, I'm definitely going to be fading until later in the drafts. I think Matt Breida is legit and Matt Breida is not going anywhere. That's going to be a running back by committee. So I'm not sure I'll take whoever's the cheaper of the two. And Breida probably seems to be that guy. You could probably get Breida next year, given what McKinnon's hype is going to be like, really late in drafts, and I'm into that. I like Tariq Cohen in best ball, obviously, because he has those big games. Ingram makes me a little bit nervous. I have no idea what's going to happen there. Tyler Boyd, man, I think I'm going to own him a lot in best ball. So we just had Corey Davis, Jordan Howard, Kenyon Drake. Yeah, please, all of them can go before me. So we are looking at. There goes O.J. Howard, Alshon, Tevin Coleman, Chris Godwin, Emmanuel Sanders. Kareem Hunt, though. What up, though? What up, though? Kareem, what you doing? Man, I don't love a lot of the names down here yet. All right, let's get back up here. Oh, no, the clock's ticking pretty quickly. We're going to go with Alshon. Even though he plays way better with Foles than he does with Wentz, and Wentz is going to be the quarterback in Philadelphia. Deonta Foreman is running back number 27, a steal. How was that a steal? He literally did nothing this year. He did nothing this year, came back from the Achilles, and was not effective whatsoever. He needs a new Achilles to be better, yeah. But just because next year is next year doesn't mean he's going to be healthy or better. So we had Jalen Samuels, Deshaun Watson go off, Doug Baldwin. Chris Godwin is going to be really, 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 really interesting. Chris Godwin should be the wide receiver 2 next year. We have to see what happens with Deshaun Jackson. If Deshaun Jackson doesn't come back, which I think he will, sorry guys, really don't pay attention to my picks, because I'm barely paying attention to. I'm just kind of picking out random players and giving my analysis at the time of them. So my team's probably going to come out ridiculous. I don't really care. Oh, so you meant Devonta Freeman, not Deonta Foreman. If you're looking at Deonta Foreman, look at his metrics. I'll look at his metrics right now. They're not good. He doesn't catch the ball. Deonta Foreman, I have no faith in. I had no faith in him coming into this year, obviously, because he was actually coming off the injury. But he came back and he just wasn't. No running backs come back from the torn Achilles, man, and really play successfully. That shit just don't happen, man. It was Achilles for 4 minutes over for him. Yeah, that's facts. Devonta Freeman, on the other hand, is someone that I'm okay taking. Depending on the price. I'm not going to be taking him with like my 3rd round pick or anything. But. Deonta Foreman. His college he doesn't catch passes. That's the problem. I'd probably take Humphries over Godwin. That's fucking unbelievable. Deonta Foreman was not an ACL injury. It was an Achilles injury, dude. Thoughts on Rojo under Arians? I have very little hope for Rojo as being a successful back in this league. Rojo's another guy who just does not catch passes, and Arians likes to utilize 3-down backs. He likes to use a workhorse, and I don't know if they have the running back of 2019 on their roster right now, so I probably won't take either of them. I probably won't take either of those guys in best ball, at least this early in the draft. When it comes to wide receivers, if you would take Humphries over Chris Godwin, man, I don't even want to know what your favorite sex position is. You probably only do missionary. Josh Jacobs going to be fire. I need to watch a little more Josh Jacobs right now because I have the 101 in one of my dynasty leagues. Fuck. See, this is what happens. I don't pay attention whatsoever. I like Kiki QT a lot, actually. Sammy Watkins. Dante Pettis is my fucking boy. Why do I keep drafting wide receivers? I don't like any running backs. Like I said, guys, don't pay attention to my team. Don't pay attention to my team. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Someone just offered me a full-time job right now. Hang, I'm hungover. Give me a break. That's okay. That's fine. That's good. I think in tomorrow's live stream. Oh, fuck. I'm going to miss my pick again, huh? Dante Pettis, Gus Edwards. Oh, Gus Edwards, huh? Ooh, the Ravens bike to bike. What is you doing, Stidham? Who do we got down here? James Washington's a very interesting best ball. In your dynasty, Nick? Don't sleep on Andy Isabella. James Washington's a very interesting best ball candidate with what's-his-face probably on the... Or Antonio Brown gone. Jeez, I'm going to end up auto-picking this... Fuck. No, I don't want him. They're going to pick for me, aren't they? No! They auto-picked Russell Wilson for me. That's okay. It's only $1 anyways. Kind of reminds me of Cup coming up. Andy Isabella. Okay. You're talking about rookie wide receivers. Yeah, I'm going to do a ton of rookie breakdowns throughout the offseason. I already have 6 wide receivers. What an asshole I am. I'm going to do a ton of rookie breakdowns throughout the offseason. Tomorrow's video, or no, okay, so tomorrow's the live stream for the NFC Championship. We're going to be doing giveaways. I have like 10 t-shirts. I have the Baker Mayfield Dangerous t-shirts. I have some Big Dogs t-shirts, some Big Facts Only t-shirts, a lot of stuff to give away. Me, Snacks, and Animal are going to be getting hammered off margaritas tomorrow for the game. So I hope you guys join us on that. Monday, we have the behind-the-scenes one-on-one interview with Addison Hayes, who is the creator of ffstatistics.com. That's a good episode. That's Monday. Tuesday is going to be my top 10 lessons learned from the 2018 fantasy football season. Wednesday is a vlog. Wednesday is my vlog. Thursday is one of the Fade the Public podcast. Friday is I'm not sure what Friday. I think Friday is going to be NFL coaching changes breakdown. Saturday is going to be another one of these. Damn, your boy's fucking full time pushing content right now, man. Full motherfucking time. Okay. So we need running backs. Let me break down some of the running backs. Robbie Anderson reminded me of Matt Forte. Oh, yeah? Austin Eckler. I feel like he's a little too early for me to take here. Not that much upside. Elijah McGuire. I don't hate Elijah McGuire. Jalen Lewis, Duke Johnson. Wow, I hate all the running backs down here. I don't hate Kenneth Dixon. I don't hate Ito Smith. Kalen Ballage. TJ Yeldon is a free agent, so I think him landing somewhere would probably be good for his fantasy status this late in the draft. Who else do we have? Dude, Josh Adams was really fucking good for Philly. I wonder why they stopped giving him the ball at all. That was disrespectful. Chris Warren. Don't forget about Chris Warren. Really, really big preseason. Oh, man. This is disgusting. What am I doing? I already have 6 wide receivers. I really haven't been paying attention, huh? There's still a lot of wide receivers I like. Oh, Antonio Callaway, fucking steal. Fitz, all the way at 141. That's just fucking disrespectful. What did he finish with? That makes sense, given that Josh Rosen's his fucking quarterback. Trey Quizzy. Ballage. Nah, I'm good on Ballage. So there goes your boy, Deonta Foreman. There goes C.J. Anderson. C.J. Anderson's the most replacement level running back of all time. Doesn't matter. It could be C.J. Anderson. It could be fucking Pamela Anderson. Shit don't matter. Oh, man, this is ugly. Let's go. No, they're not even going to have a quarterback. We'll go with Dookie here. Go with Dookie. Hopefully the new coaching staffs. Hopefully at the new coaching staff utilizes Duke. Remember when you said that Kerryon Johnson would be a good second-round pick this coming year at the start of last year? Yeah, I think Kerryon's going to go very, very high in drafts. Second might have been a reach, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some people take him late second round. If it's a 12-team league, there will be someone somewhere in the world in their fantasy draft that takes Kerryon Johnson. Ah, fuck, it's my pick again. Chris Thompstein. Somewhere in the world that takes Kerryon Johnson at pick 24. Thus, I would be right. Kerryon was an animal. He was on the verge of breaking the fuck out. But if you owned him, you know that he didn't really like break out though, because he only gave you like 1 or 2 good games, but he looks so damn good. Blunt will be gone this season. The problem is obviously Theo Riddick, man. It's hard to trust Kerryon to have that reception upside with Theo just fucking creeping there. Yeah, so for any newcomers in here, guys, on draft.com, if you sign up with a new username, you get entry into a $3 draft for free. And I think that will be linked right below. So if you want to go head over to draft, just go into the first link in the description, and that will take you right to draft.com. And then you can go mock draft yourself, so you don't have to sit here and watch me mock draft. But I think I'm going to do one of these mock drafts every Saturday. You got what I'm saying? Yeah, did I mean? Josh Allen, great fucking best ball. I think the talent is there for him, but he seems like an injury-prone player. How does he seem like an injury-prone player, besides getting injured one time? The guy who takes Kerryon at pick 24 will probably be mad, only because he skipped over him at pick 1. RB1 next year is Saquon Barkley. You know what it is? It's not like I actually think Todd Gurley is going to have a better fantasy year than Saquon Barkley. But I just feel safer having Gurley. Like, there's no downside with Gurley. In that offense, anyone's going to run for 150 and multiple touchdowns. Like, Barkley, I guess there's really not a lot of downside to him either. Like, clearly he didn't have a problem breaking off ridiculous plays left and right. Behind that line, there's no quarterback. It's just like, dude, I don't know. It's like, why put yourself through owning the running back of the Giants when you can own the running back of the Rams? You know what I mean? That offensive line in Los Angeles is just fucking out of control. When they're healthy, it's just shit opens up, dog. Yeah. Dude, you gotta stop listening to Snacks, man. How can you seem like someone who could be an injury-prone player? What does that even mean? Dude, you gotta stop listening to Snacks, man. That's probably true, but he's not the reason why. Like, he just had so many big plays. He had basically... he had like a 40-plus yard run every other game. And I think, like, that was his rookie year. Imagine what Saquon Barkley's best year of his career, what that stat line is going to look like. Like, do you want to take the chance on missing out on that stat line? Saquon Barkley's best career season is going to look something like 1,700 rushing yards, 900 probably like 1,500 rushing yards, 1,200 receiving yards, and 20 touchdowns. Which will be in like 4 years when the Giants put together an offensive line and actually have a quarterback. But doop 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 doop. Is this oh fuck, it's my pick again. Yeah. Arnold Jones, Kenneth Dixon, Ito Smith, Peyton Barber. I kind of like Ito here in basically the 14th round. Good pick, Reuben Foster, ever picked before me. I like Ito here for two reasons, because Tevin Coleman's going to be gone, which means Ito's going to be the number 2, and Devonta Freeman clearly has not been the most healthy running back over the last few years. So if he gets hurt, Ito kind of slides in as the featured back, and I think they'll give him a ton of carries and a ton of work there. So not a bad best ball pick. Is this stream coming in all right? Does it look like shit right now? Is my audio okay? Like, someone let me know everything's all right. Let me know we're all going to be okay. You tell me, because you're the expert. But is a 40-yard run a game a great thing? Oh, fuck. Yelled God. Where's... Oh, fuck. I wonder where... Did anyone see where Damian Williams went? Oh, his ADP is around 30. Wow, that's interesting. That's pretty early. I wonder if the Chiefs draft a... Oh my god, why is this going to take so long? Sorry, I'm going to go back to where Damian Williams was drafted. I want to see where he went. Jeez, Damian Williams went right after Antonio Brown at the 2-7. Before Smith-Schuster, before Mahomes, Mixon, Odell, Dalvin Cook, David Johnson. That's pretty damn early for Damian. Damian's someone that I definitely am going to want to own in a couple spots next year in redraft. He's got the size. He's got the speed. He's got the reception ability. If they just give him the workload, if they commit to him, anyone, very similar to Gurley, anyone in that Rams or Chiefs offense as a running back is going to fucking... I'm going to leave and go back in so I don't have to scroll all the way bike. Can you zoom more on the screen? I'm not really sure what you mean, to be honest with you. Oh, geez, that was like way too much. Is this good? Like this? What if they take a David Mont? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's really going to depend on what they do in the draft and in free agency. No, they gave Damian Williams an extension. They gave him an extension. 2-year, 8, yeah, like Dan said, 2-year, $8 million. So they locked him up. And clearly he did his thing right now, and they gave him the chance to do so. Can't tell you how many huge runs your boy P. Lindsay got called back. It was sickening. Didn't hear any talk of him. Or did I miss it? No, I actually didn't cover Philip Lindsay. I'm not sure where he got picked. I'm assuming he got picked around the third or fourth round. Let me see what his ADP is, and that will probably give you a better idea. Philip Lindsay's ADP is 31.9. Okay, well, I like Lindsay a lot. The two things that kind of scare me is that similar to the Seattle situation, where I think the coaching staff is going to try to shove Rashad Penny in there just because. I think we're going to see a little bit of that with Philip Lindsay and Royce Freeman. I think they're going to try to use Freeman. I actually think Royce Freeman is a good running back, too. He looked really good in space, and he makes guys miss. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of a split. Philip Lindsay really wasn't also involved that much in the passing game, which was really fucking annoying because, I mean, he's a good athlete. Like, he's fine in the passing game, but they just didn't use him that much. Lindsay I'm not someone who's probably going to use my third-round pick on him. I loved owning him this year, but I feel like that's a little bit too high for me, considering there were games where he only got, where he didn't get that many touches. When it comes to, okay, so do you think Ridley can have a Juju-like emergence for your Falcons? No, I don't think Ridley's as good. Ow, fuck. I don't think Ridley's as good as Juju is anywhere near. I don't think we're going to see the same number of attempts in the passing offense as like the Pittsburgh offense offers to Juju and Antonio Brown. Like, Julio, again, led the NFL in targets, so that really puts a damper on Calvin Ridley. And Calvin Ridley had that, 3-touchdown game, so he is going to have to... All right, so I have 6 running backs. I have 6 wide receivers, tight end, quarterback. Unfortunately, I picked the quarterback. I didn't mean to. Is Fitz even playing? We don't know that yet, right? He didn't choose. Kind of like Mark Andrews. I'm probably not going to take a tight end here. I might just let this shit. Can't see. We out here. Jeez, D-Way, that's a ridiculous team. I would. I'm a little nervous about Aaron Jones. I don't think Green Bay is fully invested into him. I don't think Green Bay is going to buy into him as the full-time running back, to be honest. Let's see what late round guys we got. Ew, I probably should have took another quarterback, huh? All right, we're going to roll with Vance as the 2, as my second tight end. And I'll probably pick 2 tight ends. So the roster is composed of 18 players. I usually stack up wide receiver and running backs, like really, really, really thick. Multiple C's, one capital, one lowercase thick. And I'll usually take either 3 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends, or flip it and go 3 tight ends, 2 quarterbacks, depending on if I get a really high tight end pick. Like I think I picked Kittle as my first tight end, so I don't necessarily need a 3rd tight end because 2 will do the job fine. If I wait on quarterback, then that's when I would grab 3 quarterbacks because there's 3 options that are probably not as strong. Although they auto picked, I think they took fucking Russell Wilson for me, which kind of sucks as an auto pick because I don't love him in fantasy considering how the Seattle offense, you know, what their game plan was all year, and it's probably not moving away anytime soon. So there are not a lot of quarterbacks left. I'm going to have to get a starting quarterback out of Stafford, Carr, Mariota. We'll have to see what happens with Dalton. Zam. I might be farked here. Thoughts on Dalvin Cook? I think if Dalvin Cook stays healthy for an entire year, he will be like a top 5, top 6 fantasy running back. No doubt in my mind. He is risky, though, with the injuries, of course. Now it's 2 years that he's battled one torn ACL, and then this year, obviously, all the hamstring injuries and stuff. So the injury risk is very, very, very real there. I probably won't be taking him until the late 3rd with that in mind. He's a risky guy. He's someone like that I want to own somewhere. If I'm in 4 or 5 redraft leagues, he's someone that I will take in like one of them and hope that he doesn't get injured because he will probably help you win that league if he does stay healthy. But I don't want to own him everywhere because good chance that he does get hurt. Jizzy Graham has a new coach, might get targeted more. Yeah, but the thing about Jimmy Graham is that he sucks. So that's the thing. I hope I can get one of these fucking quarterbacks because I'm kind of screwed if I don't. Oh, these are my last 2 picks. So I might double stack the quarterbacks, or I might get 1 quarterback, 1 running back. So Matt LaFleur went to Green Bay to be the head coach. Wait, why am I like drawing a total blank? Who's the head coach of the Titans right now, and who's the offensive coordinator of the Titans? Andrew, you're definitely going to want to go with Bonquisha. Trevant. That's the most absurd fucking name of all time, if that's actually the name. Someone answer my damn Titans question. Vrabel is head coach. Okay. So, the reason I asked was because it was between Stafford and Mariota for me, and I would rather have had Mariota if they saw like an offensive mind in... Yeah, but who's the OC for Tennessee now? Fuck, I guess I don't really have a choice because I'm not taking Derek Carr. So Vrabel is the head coach. LaFleur was the OC. He went to Green Bay as the head coach. I know that. I was asking who the OC for Tennessee was, though. Or who it is now. Because if they have Vrabel and their OC is someone who's defensive minded, then they're just not going to have anyone that's offensive minded. And that's the same thing with Stafford now, because Stafford has, what's his name, Matt fucking Patty Cake Patricia as the head coach, who is ground and pound, defensive minded like an asshole. And I forget who the OC is there now. They got rid of Jim Bob Cooter and they just hired Darrell Bevel, former Seahawks offensive coordinator, which is horrible for the passing game too. So yeah, I'll probably take our last running back here. We'll go with some high upside. Burkhead, I mean, usually taking the last drafted Patriots running back works. But fuck it. We're team Chris Warren here, right? Let's fucking get it. Let's get it. Yeah. Cleveland's, yeah, dude, I'm in love with Cleveland's coaching staff, man. I'm gonna look at. I want to look at what's his face, Chris Warren's player profiler, and see what kind of metrics we're working at with him. Chris Warren, 6'2", 247. Holy shite. 70th percentile speed score. Horrible college dominator rating. 20th percentile college target share. Yeah, you know what? Chris Warren, I am out. I done lied to y'all. I done fibbed. I'm sorry, baby. Where would y'all take David Johnson? You know, this is like a personal thing for me now. Like, I'm so over David Johnson. I won't take him unless he drops to me in the 3rd round, which probably won't happen. So I don't think I'll own David Johnstein anywhere. So that's the thing. All right, so this draft's over, y'all. 45 minutes, little quick mock for you. I'm gonna leave this video up on the channel, obviously. So if anyone wants to go back and look at anything or see where anyone was drafted, it will be on the top there, obviously. Thank you for joining me. If you did, make sure you go drop some actual comments down below the video, not just on the chat of the video once I do post this. And hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Make sure to check out draft.com, draft.com/BDGE. You will get a free entry into a $3 draft. Stay tuned for tomorrow's live stream. Make sure you're joining us 3 p.m. Eastern time. Bring your motherfucking margarita maker, baby, because we are getting wasted for the game. All right, that's it. I love y'all with everything in my heart. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, baby. Let's get it.